죽지 마오. 또 봐요. 반갑습니다. 다음에 또 봐요. 다음에 또 봐요.
나이스. Well, I already played for like 4 hours today. I'm just like bored right now. And I will be playing this character and the female ranger more often once I get the other two to 85. Because I already know I like playing as them. This guy, I'm not entirely sure yet. So far, he's pretty fun. They made him better than he was before, but I don't know if I'm gonna like commit to him or anything. But I already burnt through like 1,000 fatigue today. It's pretty crazy. At least 1,000. Thanks, Anthony. They made this guy so much better. He was always really clunky. It's like not fun to play at all. Now he's like actually interesting. They gave him some cancels. They sped up his animations across the board pretty much. I had one at like level 30 on the old DFO like many years ago. Wow, this APC. This guy doesn't have much in the way of juggles so far, so fighting APCs is kind of awkward. Pretty crazy. I went from like not playing this game at all to playing it like it's got to be at least like 12 hours in the past day. Pretty bonkers. The patch made it so much better. I didn't really have much interest in playing before. Now the game's in a pretty good spot. I know they've got some whales spending tons of cash on it, so hopefully they won't have to shut it down. I wish I could be a whale on this game. It'd be pretty awesome. But unfortunately, I'm not rich. Like, the best way to make money in this game is to be a whale, pretty much. buy like the cash packages, buy like hundreds of dollars of them, sell them to people for like 25 million each. That's how people get crazy gears. They're whales basically. Turn all that real money into in-game money legally through the auction house, and then turn those into demon challenges, and eventually you do get what you want. It's just a lot harder when you don't have the option or desire to spend that much money. Nah, I wouldn't say the game's pay to win. I guess indirectly it would be pay to win, because you know, if you drop like $500 on packages and you sell them for gold, you're going to be able to get some pretty nice stuff. But the thing is, all the best stuff in this game you can't pay for directly. The closest you can get is like the legendary or the liberation weapons. Yeah, you could be a whale and buy like 10 packages and just buy one of those instantly, but the best gear in the game is the Chronicle and the Epic gear. Chronicle gear doesn't cost anything, and Epic gear is pretty much just when the game lets you get what you want. So, I don't know. Calling it pay to win is a bit of a stretch. It's kind of true, kind of isn't. But I mean, most people can't drop like hundreds of dollars on a game every single month. But that's how, like, on the Korean version, I know they have the reinforcement tickets. They're like 10 bucks each. That's how people... I consider that to be pretty broken, because you definitely have an advantage. If you can drop like $100 on tickets, you will get a plus 11 weapon at some point, and at that point you can decide if you want to go further. I would probably buy quite a few of those, honestly. But on this one, they're trying to like not make it pay to win, so I don't think they're going to put those in the cash shop. Even though they would make a ridiculous amount of money, I think it's pretty cool how they're like not wanting to just bend over and do it right away. Dude, they would make so much money if they did that though. If you get like an epic item or something and you want to get it to plus 11, there's no way you're going to do it without the tickets. And even if you do, the risk is just too high. I mean, you could take another like 1,000 runs before you get that weapon again. So they've been putting them in events instead, which is more accessible for most people. I wouldn't be surprised if they did at some point though. That's why I find it odd that people want the endgame content when we don't have the cash shop item that lets you get really broken gear, which is the reinforcement tickets. The only way you can get those is through events. So you have to go on and you have to play the events, but you're only going to get like 1 or 2 of them tops. Whereas in the Korean version, they're the ones that have the Anton raid. They have the tickets. So if someone wants, you know, they can drop like $50 and get 5 of those tickets. And kind of just beat the RNG through brute force. But we don't have that, so I don't know why people are complaining so much about not having Anton. I think people just want it because it's not in the game. And I hear that like Here it's supposed to be like for like the top 1%, like a single percentage of the game's like player base. The only way you can really play this game for hours is if you're like a PvP monster, you're like heavy into PvP, or you have a bunch of characters like I do. Like I have like 10 characters, about like 5 or 6 of which I play regularly. So if I have the contract I have right now, I can play for like probably like 5 or 6 hours straight. But when you start out, you can only make 2 characters a day. And at the beginning, you can go through your fatigue in like an hour or less. And basically, the more alts you have, the more you can play, but you can't play forever on one character. That was the old version of the game, and that's what destroyed the economy, because the Chinese gold farmers were getting to like level 85 in a day and taking the 10 million and then selling it to people. So they don't have that in this version. You can't play forever anymore.
Nice.
Pretty much everyone bought gold at some point, even if people won't admit it. Especially since that game had like no moderation whatsoever. There's no one banning anybody. And people would hack in PvP, people would do the Otherverse clear parties. I did those a couple times. They would just like insta-clear it and you didn't have to do it that day. Back before it died, I did that a couple times. I'm like, I don't really care for those dungeons anyway. And now they seem to be, at least for the most part, they're moderating it, but they are like a small staff, so I think people expect a little bit too much out of them. They're already doing way better than Nexon was. Technically there is no limit, but it's dependent on how many characters you have. Like some people have like 40 characters, so it's like they can play the entire day, 24 hours. But if you only have a couple characters, then you can't play all day.
Nice.
So when you start out, you can only make 2 characters a day. So if you have like a fresh, brand new, never before played account, you can make two characters, one main and one alt. Or 2 mains, or however you play, and then the next day you can make 2 more, so it would take like at least a couple days before you could actually play for a long time. Got tossed. I really think they should increase the fatigue for the new players, because that's why they don't have good retention of new players on this, because they go on the game for the first time, they know nothing about it. You know, they find out about it from a friend or something, and they get frustrated that they can only play for an hour before they have to stop. They really need to do something like that, like give them a fatigue potion or something. Because people think you can go through your fatigue that fast, but as you get towards the end of the game, it takes a lot longer. A lot of people have been clamoring for that, but I don't think they're going to do it, because then it will facilitate gold farming.
Nice.
Yeah, if the new Kamen Rider game has those load times, then I'm just not even gonna get it. I'll get it when it's like 20 bucks. I was okay with Bat Ride War 2 because I paid like nothing for that game. I had Amazon credit, so it was like $10 with shipping. But I would not have been happy if I paid like $80 for that on launch day. At that point, you're like, you're bound to finishing it pretty much. And I'm glad I decided to wait. I was tempted to get that game the day it came out, because I was really excited for it. Someone on NeoGAF said they had a friend who went through the files, who went through the disc. He like ripped an ISO of it or something, and he said the disc has like over 100,000 files on it, which means that it has to search through all that every single time it loads a level, which would explain why, you know, there's other games on there that are Muso games that don't take like an hour to load. So if they use like the same coding system, then it's going to be exactly the same. Well, I don't want to pay $80 to look at load screens. I've got plenty of other games to play that load in a reasonable amount of time. I don't want to be locked into playing a game that's mostly staring at a blank screen. I can stare at the wall for free. But I know some people that are going to get it, so I hope that we'll get some information. What's this? That's pretty cool. This move's pretty cool. It's got that bounce on it now, the ground bounce. So you can do follow-ups after it. Alright, got some new stuff to work with. Yeah. Last I checked, I can stare at the wall for free, so if I hear reports that those load times are just as bad, then I'll just wait until Amazon's got a bunch of used copies, and I'll pick it up. I do want to play it, but I'm not willing to pay that much. So it's funny, like, you play that game and then you play Basara, and like Basara like loads instantly. Basara has like 3 or 4 seconds of loading, so if you play Bat Ride War after, feels like so much better. And like, wow, this is how Bat Ride War should be. It loads instantly. Like, by the time you realize it's loading, it's already done. Hey, cool, more armor.
Excellent. Great.
Priest.
Nice.
Really sounds like he's saying, fuck this. Which is an accurate thing to say when you're getting destroyed like that, I guess. Yeah, apparently Bat Ride War 2 wasn't really like a big improvement over the second one. They didn't have a lot of the characters that people wanted. They were unique NPCs, which is the #1 thing that any Musou game fan hates, even if you're casual or a hardcore fan. Like, no one likes the idea of like seeing a character physically in the game but not being able to play as them. It was the same thing in Basara before they made all the unique NPCs playable. That's kind of what Bat Ride War 2 was. Like, they had them in the game, but they didn't have full movesets and you couldn't play as them. They only had like 3 new characters in that game. For me, it was a good value because I didn't play the first one, but...
Good. Great. Overkill. Great.
Yeah, I hope they announce an Orochi 4 soon. They're definitely due for one. It's been like 5 years since the last one, so... maybe they're waiting for the next batch of Musou games, which is going to be like another 3 years. I hope they put one out soon. I played Orochi 3 to death, like 500 hours into that game. It's kind of weird how they haven't announced one yet. Nah, it's not done. It's too much of a moneymaker. They're just... Maybe they're just not doing one for this generation. Especially with all the collaboration characters and stuff, they make pretty good money off that. You know, they had like Ryu Hayabusa, that guy from the, what is it, the Atelier games. They had all the Dead or Alive characters in there. I think they're just skipping this generation of Musou games, and they're not going to do another one until Dynasty Warriors 9 and Samurai Warriors 5, which is going to be like at least another probably 2-3 years. That's just an estimate. Which does make sense because the first two Orochi games were for the Dynasty Warriors 5 generation, and then Orochi 2 pretty much skipped 6 and then went to 7. So I guess it would make sense that the next generation would have an Orochi game. Yeah, I don't really have any requests. I mean, I'd just like another game to play. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy if they would port Orochi 2 Ultimate to PC. People would make some crazy mods for that. And I'm not talking about raunchy costumes like movesets and stuff. I wish I could find somebody who could translate the Chinese forum that does mods for PC games. I would love to mess around with those, but I haven't been able to find anybody who can translate it.
Great.
다음에 또 봐요. 내가 들이지 마오.
That's a smart choice because they're not going to be putting that stuff on Xbox One. I want to know like who is buying Muso games on Xbox One. They put a couple on there, but like I know that the sales can't possibly be that great. The only people that play it on there are the ones that are either rich and have both consoles and they prefer it on there for some reason, or people who are stubborn and they think that there's still going to be lots of Japanese games on there like last gen, which is a pipe dream at this point. Xbox One is like a failure in Japan, a big failure. They can barely get people to buy PS4s over there, so no one in Japan wants to develop for that console. I think Arslan Muso is coming out on Xbox One, which makes like no sense to me. Like, Arslan Muso totally bombed in Japan, like one of the worst selling games from what I hear. I don't know why they're localizing it on Xbox One. Like, 3 people are gonna buy it. I hear it's a pretty good game, it's just, it didn't do well. I might check it out.
Nice.
I heard it has like not that much content. Like you can finish the whole game in like a couple hours.
다음에 또 봐요.
I'm gonna have to buy another one of these contracts. It's gonna expire in like 2 days. definitely cool that they give you them for free, and I can see why they do it, because once you don't have it, you miss it. Yeah, I didn't know who you were at first, but I added you anyway. I just like don't really play anything online. So sometimes I don't really add people. I don't want to get spammed with invites. I add some people from YouTube. Send me lots of invites and stuff. And I don't really play online. But you're always in here, so I added you. Still not as bad as Facebook game invites. I'm glad that stuff's died down. Like here, your friend Bob needs help on Farmville. Too bad I don't care. How about I help him find a good game to play? I used to get a lot of those. Shit's annoying. Don't care about his farm. Facebook games are like the original smartphone games. They're all just like... most of them are trash. They pretty much encourage you to annoy your friends to get bonuses. And now that's the new thing with smartphone games. Most of those are garbage. It's depressing to see people play those. I remember when they said they were going to put this game on DS. I'm like, man, I would have played the shit out of that. Especially if it was like offline and it didn't have all the RNG and stuff. It was just like play through the game. Dude, that would have been so cool. They announced that like years ago and it never happened. I'm guessing they tried to get it running well, but they probably couldn't. Especially since this game is like 10 years old and it's optimized. It's optimized pretty good, but it memory leaks like crazy. They probably realized like, oh shit, you know, this thing, the DS has like 100 megs of RAM or whatever it is. You'd have to like completely recode the game. I imagine that's what happened. Wish they'd try again though. I'd definitely buy like this game on Vita, just have it be offline.
당신에게 가면 기대가 큽니다. 무슨 좋은 안건이요? 어서 오세요.
Oh god. The bronies. I'm glad that's died down too. I understand it's actually supposed to be a good show, but man, people get rabid over that. I guess part of it is just because American animation is like in such a decline. Even if people didn't have like weird attractions to the ponies and shit, it'd still be pretty popular. There's not much else. Oh god, don't jinx it, please. And then people would be begging me to play it. I want to see it played at a high level. I'm like, nope. You can go watch the bronies butt mash that don't know how to play. Not touching that one. So I have a month to get all these guys to like level 75. I don't know if I'm going to be playing as much as I've been playing lately, but I think my striker is going to be 75 tomorrow in the afternoon whenever I log on. With all the fatigue potions I should be able to do it. And then I need to do the male grappler, who's going to take like at least another couple days. Nah, I don't want those people on my channel. I didn't even want to play Senran Kagura because I didn't want people coming in here and arguing about which one they like the best and shit. That stuff's obnoxious. I don't want that. I'd rather have no views. I only get views when there's like a new Muso game out. And there hasn't been one for a while, and no one cares about Arslan, so that doesn't count. There were lots of people in here for One Piece. I don't know, it's like, people want viewers, but it's like, if most of them don't talk, like, it doesn't really matter. The whole fun part of streaming is like, talking to people, and being able to have whatever happens saved. Like, that's really cool. But like, when you just have a stream full of people who watch but don't say anything, it gets pretty boring. I'd rather have like 5 people in here that talk than 100 that don't. Hey, I lurk a lot on channels too. I understand why people do it. They don't want to interact, but you do need people who do interact, otherwise streaming is going to get really boring. I see some channels that have like, pull like a couple hundred and they have like 10 people talking. Or that, or like they have their mods are like on power trips and they ban people, so everybody just lurks and watches the stream. Most mods are pretty cool, it's just you have some where they're like, either the mods go on power trips and the streamer doesn't care, or streamer just has like a laundry list of rules. That just makes people not want to talk. That's why I used to have rules on here, but I like never enforced them, and I just decided to remove them. After a while, it just gets to the point where you don't really need 1,000 rules on your channel. I don't know, if I go in a channel and it's like a lot of like tons of rules and shit, I usually don't talk. Like, I'll watch, but I won't say anything. I have tons of mods in here, but I really only have them for when you know, the spam bots, they do like a spam bot wave. Like, a lot of times I play full screen, so I can't ban them. So I have mods in here so that there's always at least one person in here most of the time, and they can ban them for me, but I don't know, I've very rarely had to actually time someone out. Yeah, I get mod in a lot of chats, but I very rarely do any actual modding. A lot of the big channels just use Nightbot, and they just have them delete links and stuff. But it is nice to have them sometimes, depending on how big you are. You want to actually focus on playing the game, which not a lot of people do on here these days. You do need mods. It is nice to have people that actually mod stuff. But the thing is I never ask for a mod, and people give it to me anyway. Plus, past a certain point, mods can't help. Your channel grows so big, like, your channel grows big and you have like tons of people talking, like the mods don't really matter. It's gonna be unreadable no matter what. A lot of people don't remember that. But it depends on what your, like, how your viewers are. If you have people that actually talk and you have like thousands of viewers, there's gonna be one asshole that tries to ruin it for everybody. But most of the time you have the people that like actively talk, and then you have the people that just kind of watch. Obviously the lurkers don't hurt anything unless you're like a small channel like mine. You have like 7 people watching and like 1 person talking. Well, that can get kind of frustrating. Alright, I think I'm going to be able to reach level 30 on this guy, and then I think I'm just going to be done for today. Tomorrow I'll be doing my male striker, male grappler, and then I'll probably focus on female ranger. No, those chats are always cancer.
Nice.
I really don't understand why. I mean, I understand why people watch streams like that, but like they get like rabid about it. It's like you don't have a chance. They don't care about you anyway. Why act like that? I really don't get it. There are some cool female streamers that don't cater to that audience, and I feel bad that they don't get any views. Like Skybills, she's a Mario speedrunner. She's pretty cool. Her stream is like actually about the game. And she doesn't really pull that many viewers. It's a shame people don't want to like give them a chance unless they make it all about their body. It's just sad.
Excellent.
Yeah, Call of Duty really doesn't get that many views on here.
Perfect.
It's mostly like League of Legends and like those esports games are like the big ones. But Call of Duty puts out a new game every year and people are like conditioned to just stop playing it after 6 months, so it doesn't really get that many viewers. You ever look at like the top channels on here, it's like almost always like League of Legends or fighting games when there's a major. But like Call of Duty is always pretty low after like the first week because they keep making a million of them.
또 봐요.
I don't understand the whole popularity of League of Legends. It looks like a stupid game. Especially how toxic the community is and how the game is really not interesting at all. Damn, I got like 8 levels off this experience potion. Whoa, a thief APC. Cool.
Nice. Perfect. Excellent.
The APC took him out. Good job.
그거 길지 마오. 다음에 또 봐요.
Well, I don't play popular games. I play games that are popular in like the communities that I'm in, which is, you know, niche action games and indie games and stuff, but those games don't really pull big viewers on here. Especially this game, there's not that many people that stream it at all, really. You have like a couple people that are on every day, like Yui, Skyson, a couple others. That this game doesn't really bring in many viewers. I don't really care about views on here. I mean, it would be nice if I could get partnered, but I'm not really expecting it to happen. And people don't like watching this game. They find it pretty boring. I love watching people play this. It's pretty fun. More interesting than like Warcraft. I think I might be able to get level 30. It's gonna be pretty tight. Might happen. Yeah, I get depressed about that stuff a lot, but I just try to not think about it. I do work hard on those channels, and it's like, I don't know, ad revenue just sucks. If YouTube had like a subscription program like they had on here, I would probably have a couple people that would subscribe, and that would make me more financially stable. But all they've really got on YouTube is ad revenue, and ad revenue is pretty much nothing. That's why the partnered streams on here, even if they don't want to, they're not like trying to just be greedy. They all push subscribing because it's the only way to make it sustainable. You can't really count on ad revenue unless you're at the top and you're already rich anyway. But like if you're a smaller stream and all you have for your income from doing this is ad revenue, you're not going to have anything. That's kind of the situation I'm in. Like, the ad revenue is a fraction. If I didn't have Patreon, like, sometimes I wouldn't even be able to afford some of these games and upgrades and stuff. That's why sometimes I just play random stuff, like I can't afford it. I would love to have a PS4 already and be doing, you know, the new games on there that I would be interested in, but I can't. I can't afford it. And I have other shit to pay for too. I can't put everything into the channel. I put as much as I can, but I don't really have a lot to work with in the first place. That's why I've just been putting up random stuff on YouTube, like people aren't watching it. Do I know much about PS4? Not really. I don't have one. But I think once I get all this grinding out of my system, I'll continue the marathon, and maybe I can get one. I don't know. Yeah, I should be able to hit level 30. Oh, my thief returned. Cool.
어서 마법의 화살 모든
Great.
I need a new mic, but I'm gonna wait until next month when I get paid. I'm not really doing any actual projects right now. I'm kind of just putting up random stuff. I do need a new mic. My mic's falling apart. Maybe next time I have to ask people what good mics are. I know a lot of the big streamers use Blue Yeti, but I'm not partnered on here, so I don't need anything that heavy duty. I just like to have something a little better.
Excellent. Perfect.
Boom, level 30. Nice.
그래서 그리지 마오.
10 levels in 1 day is pretty bonkers. Alright, so now I get some more combo options with this. So what can you cancel? I think you get cancels off this? Oh, so you can use this whenever you want and you get a cancel off it. Cool. Do I get snow? No. On the mountains. Yeah, I really don't feel like doing this dungeon on hard. Too many annoying enemies.
소리를 입을 뭉개지겠다. 또 들어봐라.
이곳의 공기도 나름 괜찮은 것 같아. 아주 솔깃한 제안을 하나 하려고. 우리와 함께 생활을 준비했어.
It's been raining a lot here, which is what we need because California has been in like a record-breaking drought for a long time now. And it's been raining pretty regularly the past week. Pretty good stuff. We probably need like a month of rain to get out of the drought at this point, but anything helps.
나의 힘의 원천이지요.
Overkill. Great.
I guess I could do my female ranger now. I'm not too tired yet, even though I've been playing this game all day. Well, that was a pretty successful day. I went through like 4 fatigue bars. I made about 15-16 million gold today. Pretty good stuff. Guess I can start Tower of Despair at least. So these guys are my mains. These are the ones that I focus on. I don't focus on him too much anymore. But I definitely want to get these two some good gear. I'll try to find someone I can do that with. Male Grappler too. He's a lot of fun to play now. And the other ones are kind of just alts.
저는 항상 기다리고 있어요.
I was playing Closers for a while, but that game just runs terribly on my computer. And since I spent like very little real life money on it, I really didn't care. Didn't care to play it a lot more. They told me on the forums, they're like, up your card's anti-aliasing and it runs better, which for some reason actually worked. But then when I tried to record it ran at like 10 FPS, so I'm like, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I don't think my video card can handle doing what they said to do to get it to run better and record at the same time, because when I use the NVENC codec, and that puts the recording like processing on the video card instead of the CPU, and that's how I'm able to do 60 FPS. Like right now I'm doing 60 FPS 720p. If I did that on my CPU, I have a pretty slow CPU, it can't do that. And Shadowplay, the NVENC codec, is only supposed to cause, I think they said like a 5% performance hike, or performance downgrade. But for some reason when I tried it on there, it didn't work. It's whatever. This got a patch, so I don't really give a shit about that game anymore. Do I only get to do one?
오늘도 좋은 하루 되세요.
I haven't really had too many games bottleneck me for having a slow CPU.
세리아 키르민이라고 해요.
It hasn't really been that much of a problem. It's pretty much just Closers is the only one that's been weird about it. Everything else has been pretty much, you know, works fine. I haven't really felt a desire or need to upgrade my video card. I mostly play like Japanese games and indies, and those you can run those on a toaster. I haven't had a huge incentive to upgrade. I'm sure I will have to, probably sometime in like the next year. Eventually even the Muso games are going to require a pretty decent computer, but for now I haven't really seen much of a reason.
오늘도 좋은 하루 되세요.
You don't really need a crazy video card if you're not playing open world stuff. And the game is like at least somewhat well optimized.
저는 항상 기다리고 있어요. 저는 항상 기다리고 있어요.
I think people just look at the video cards and think that they need to have one. You don't really, depending on what you're playing. But then there are some games that are poorly optimized, and you need a crazy computer to run them just for that. A lot of these Korean like foreign MMOs and stuff are like that too. Like they're supposed to run on a toaster, but they take more space for requirements than they should. Damn. Oh wow, are you serious? How long does that crap stay out for? Damn, 35 years? That's older than me. I've been gaming for about, I don't know how many years, over 25. I think I'm gonna do a fun run, and then I think I'm gonna stop. I've been playing this like all day. Well, tomorrow I'm like not gonna be playing this character.
안녕하세요. 세리아 키르민이라고 해요.
I'd rather wait until the Second Awakening. Yeah, let's have some fun before I sign off for today.
저는 항상
It's gonna take me like another hour to go through the female ranger's fatigue, so I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm just gonna chill out the rest of the night. Oh man, I love this class so much. Especially now that they're not garbage anymore. Oh man. Ah, this class is the best. I need practice anyway if I'm gonna do videos, since they raised the execution barrier a lot by making her move so much faster. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it.
다음에 또 봐요.
Alright, I'm gonna go again, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. It's getting late. And I already made tons of progress on this game. Yes. Oh man. It's too bad we don't have hard scenario mode so I can actually do stuff like that, leveling. Leveling is just such a face roll now. I mean, it is stress-free to go through, but sometimes you want to like actually want the need to use your moveset. That's kind of the problem with the mode,
그래서 기르지 마.
the way that it works now. Definitely getting better with the increased speed. I don't think I'm going to play this character much more. Alright, well, it's like almost midnight. I know if I start the female ranger now, that I'll be on for like another hour. So, I'm going to call it here. Let me send my mercenaries out. Too bad you can't send them out for like 12 hours. I'll probably be up really early, so we'll do 6 hours. Alright, let me see if anyone else is streaming. Alright, we're gonna go watch some Bucky speedruns. Pretty awesome speedrun. He's playing on hard mode, which is like a anti-piracy thing that was programmed into the game where you die in one hit no matter what. And this guy is doing a speedrun of it in like under half an hour. It's pretty awesome. So you guys can head over there. I'll probably be back on after lunch. Back to the grind. Finish up Male Striker. Hopefully second awaken him. Male Grappler. And then my other newbie characters. So I'll catch you guys in the afternoon. Peace.